having this space is like, I mean, I need it to create, you know, like I could come here, crank my music, chill out, do my thing, and just like work on my own free time. If I have my son here, then it's the same thing. As an artist, as a photographer, as a painter, as a drawer, whatever, you could do it in your home, and you could create anything in your home. It's easy in a sense. If you have a light bulb, you could create beautiful light for photography. If you have a window and a light bulb, you're set. You're literally set. As long as you know how to operate that light and control it and manipulate it, you're literally set. When I was a little kid, I used to draw, and I used to do watercolor painting, but we had classes, like art classes, and they had us like try to literally like one-to-one mimic like old like Van Gogh stuff. The whole class was doing like pretty incredible stuff if you look back at it. All these pieces are like what I'm seeing in my head. Imagine like a humanoid version of it. Like an actual, like imagine if that was actually real life like thing running at you.
That's fucking scary, bro.
Right?
I would shit my pants.
Exactly, me too. And you got the man that's on that piece of marble back there. That's my first memory.
What?
I was like 2 years old in my crib.
Yeah.
And I used to wake up, and I can remember exactly how the room looked and everything. And my mom hates this shit. Freaks her the fuck out. Because I could literally say how the room was painted, how it was set up, where my crib was, everything. And I would wake up, and I would always call my parents and be like, Mommy, Dad, come in. They'd come into the room and be like, the man, you see the man? And there was a window right next to my crib.
Yeah.
And I'd be pointing at the man. This is a black figure that I'd see in the fucking...
In the window, like
in
outside.
The window, yeah.
Looking
outside,
into you.
yeah, looking in. And there was nobody there. My parents were freaking the fuck out. But I would always be like, it's the man. You don't see the man? He's right there.
And you would see that.
And my parents would be there and going, there's nobody there.
But you would see that, though.
Yeah. Like some demonic figure.
What school did you go to?
Oh, I was just in regular old school in the middle of like nowhere shitty Connecticut. The thing though that I noticed though is like there's nothing to do in towns like that. You could go into the woods and build a tree fort. You could go quadding, dirt biking. It's fun.
You could like burn shit in the forest.
Or you could do drugs and sports and stay in town and that's it. I watched a dude get his fucking arm chopped off by a samurai sword, bro.
You serious?
Yeah, at a football game. At a fucking
high school?
town. Yeah, a high school town football game. Because of a fight gone wrong. This is what I mean about fucking suburbia, bro. Yeah. So it was like...
Nothing to do.
Their town versus our town football game, right?
Some warrior shit.
Yeah, some straight warrior shit. So it was like... The place is called Cheshire, Connecticut.
Yeah.
Y'all want to look it up. Cheshire, Connecticut.
Chester, Connecticut.
Cheshire.
Sounds suburban.
And then Southington is where I grew up. Southington.
Oh, Southington.
Yeah, Southington. But like, yeah, basically he just like got a samurai sword from his car, from the back of his car, walked up casually. These dudes are like started making fun of him, like calling him a ninja and shit. No words, bro. Just fucking was like smirking at them, and just,
you were there watching this whole altercation.
Yes, and you just fucking bust like right on the fucking arm, and it just went through,
and it chopped the shit off.
Just arms like hanging, like it was like hanging on by like some skin and shit. It was fucked up.
Damn,
it was fucked up.
Connecticut high school life is fucking crazy,
bro. It was stupid. Yeah,
that's crazy.
There's nothing to do besides drugs, violence, fuck with each other. Like I grew up where we used to just go out in the woods, set up shit, and shoot.
What's the most craziest shit you've done in the woods in Connecticut?
Blew up a car. Yeah, it was sick.
Did y'all steal it?
No.
Did you just found it?
It was around.
But blew that shit up.
Yeah.
With what?
Huh?
Dynamites?
No, just a bunch of fucking like, well, I guess it's dynamite. A bunch of like M80s, and we just like put it in the trunk and like around the trunk, and like we just like taped a bunch of M80s basically to like the lining of like part of the trunk, and by the gas tank, filled up the gas, drove the car into like one of the like sandpit areas in the woods, and yeah, we just took a single shot rifle and just one.
Jesus.
That's all you need.
The art piece you showed me in your room over there, right?
Yeah.
with the people shooting up heroin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How the fuck? Like what? Like explain to me that crazy process. Like throughout the day, you wake up in the morning. Okay, I'm gonna shoot people doing heroin.
So like a lot of my friends have died from heroin overdoses. I have family that's also been addicted to heroin in particular. So at the time I didn't really have shit going on. I just like picked up my film camera, threw some rolls of black and white in a bag and my camera, and then I would just go down. There was a part, this is when I lived in Boston, there was a part on Mass Ave that they called the Methadone Mile. And it was like 7 methadone clinics or some shit like that, like in a 1 mile strip on Mass Ave, and it's like super bad. It's legit what people said. It's like people just out and about, just drugs everywhere, prostitutes, whatever. Like it's just fucked up. So I just started going down there for a little while and like tried to like meet these people and like introduce myself. I helped, you know, I guess they probably used some of the money for drugs, but like, you know, I helped buy some food, gave some people like $10 here and there or whatever. You know, whatever I could at the time, talk to them, just give them an ear, but also photograph them for a little while and like documented that. The goal was just kind of like shed light and a raw sense of like what really happens. Like I said, like I lost some of my closest friends to heroin. So it's like, to me, yes, it's a fucked up thing. If you look at the project, like you saw, it's like, there's like a shooting in there. There's people shooting up, like straight up, like the drug dealer, the dude with the dope bags in his mouth and everything. It's like asking for that photo was intense, but like, and then getting the film back and seeing it was like, holy shit.
How is being a father like for you? A new father at that?
It's tough because I'm a single father too. So he's literally changed my life. He's transformed everything for me in the most positive ways. It's the hardest job that I've ever had in my life because it's
being a father.
Yeah, because it's a continuous 24/7 job, as you know. But it's the best job I've ever had in my life, and it's rewarding, you know. And before I broke my hand, I had him in this hand. I'm like this, holding my camera, focusing my lens. I gotta click. And he's on my shoulder, just like rubbing his head against my head. And I'm like, all right, buddy, okay. And like, I'm doing this while working. And then like I come over and I'm painting and shit. It's great. Yeah, it's great.
That
like,
environment is beautiful.
Absorb it. He's gonna, if he doesn't become a creative, I mean, whatever, that's on him. It's whatever he wants to do. Whatever he wants to do, I'll support it. Even if like this company turns into like bigger than anything I've ever expected. Turns 18, and if he wants to sell it, as long as he uses it to
the greater good.
You know, because otherwise, no, you ain't selling nothing. I'll just keep doing it myself.
But you don't deserve this.
Yeah, I'll be like, well, no, I mean, I'll just keep doing it because I love what I'm doing. But if you're gonna use this to do something for yourself that's better and it's what you want and it's your dream,
by all means, go for it.
Do what you need to do. Live your dream, buddy. I used to have big ears, whatever. I got plastic surgery going into 7th, going into 8th grade because of all the harassment and bullying that happened from like literally kindergarten up to then. I walked into my fucking parents' room, 7th going into, about 7th grade, sometime in around there. And I was like, I don't want to live with myself anymore. I cannot be alive anymore. I need to look like a normal person. If I could go and like just walk into my parents' house with cash for just that alone and being like, you didn't have to do this. I should not have had to have done that. I look back now and I'm like, that was stupid. I didn't need it. Granted, all right, cool. Like my ears look good, whatever. But like, I know now I'm like, okay, well, that was really stupid. Like, I really didn't need to do that to survive or be where I'm at today. And like now being a father, thinking about my son walking in, saying that to me at such a young age is like
heartbreaking.
Not only heartbreaking, but devastating. And it's like no child should
ever
feel like I don't want to be alive anymore because of this. I have a stick and poke that me and my best friend got. I did them both. The backwards upside down life.
Oh, that's L backwards. I mean,
yeah, but my best friend, she always calls it jive.
Nah,
so
that does say jive though.
It does kind of
like when you turn your head, jive.
I'll do one on you if you want.
Honestly,
I have a whole kit.
For real?
Yeah.
While the interview's running.
Shit, I could, but I mean that'd be a little bit much.
That'd be crazy as fuck. Though.
I could though.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
as
that
fuck,
should be funny as fuck. Yeah,
right. I'm just talking to you like, yeah. So,
so what's good? How's it looking? How's it feeling?
But I remember you talking about this earlier, the time we first met. How you preferred like film over digital when it comes to your photography work. Explain to me like your love for film.
Shooting digital and seeing the images as I'm shooting, it just doesn't do it for me. Like, I'll be looking at it and I'll be like, okay, how could I fix this? How could I fix that? Like, I'd always see it like there's something that's imperfect and it's not there yet. And I keep trying and shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting. And then it's not even the way I want the image to look either, like at all. The graininess, the sharpness, the color, like none of it is at all what I want it to look like.
What's the worth of all of this goddamn equipment in this room right now? Like, what's the worth, like dollar amount?
I'm not gonna say that on here.
No
you
one's
can
gonna
bleep
rob
it
you.
out.
No one's gonna rob you. I promise you.
I don't care. You could bleep it out. You're gonna bleep it out.
All right, let's go.
You get a shot if you rob me, and I'm not joking.
You got the gratata.
I do. But yeah. I do. But
what advice do you have for people that want to pursue a career in video or photography production?
Don't do it. Just
what?
Don't do it.
No. Don't say that.
Never do it.
Why? It's too hard?
It's a very hard career path. You'll be depressed. You'll be in your head. You'll hate your life. And then you'll create something beautiful and it's so rewarding. Yeah, fuck yeah, I love it. Do it. But like, unless you have like rich parents or good connections or some shit like that, you're going to be stuck. You're going to have your highs, you're going to have your lows. As long as you could stick it out and like continuously push through the hard times to make sure you get to the good times, always be creating something that's for you, no matter how booked up you are. Like if you feel like, yeah, I made it, I'm working my ass off freelance, like assisting all the time and getting PA jobs and, you know, working on Law and Order sets till 3 a.m. as a PA, running coffee runs, whatever, but making $300 a day. Like, that's cool. That's good. You're having fun. You're doing your thing. But if you don't create for yourself, at the end of the day, you're going to burn out. Then you're going to get down. The thing is you just have to keep that in mind, that you're going to have those good months, those bad months. But as long as you create for yourself, you never give up, you're good.
What is success, though, in your opinion, in regards to the whole world of production?
Not having to worry about your finances, man. Like, I have a lot. But the thing is at the end of the day, I'm still worried heavily about my finances. Like, I'm struggling financially like crazy. If you can make it in a sense of like you can make enough money to support your lifestyle off of your own art, your own creativity, that's when you made it. Because, bro, if I was making like $100K a year off of just my own art, me and my son would be set. Even if I was making $80K, even 60, me and my son would still be set. And that's low. And the spectrum of like, especially America and New York City, that's low. And being a parent, but like, I could live off of that. And I could live fine with my son off of that. And if I'm doing that and he's fed and he's good and he's well maintained and I'm well maintained and I'm creating every day doing what I love and people are buying my stuff and I don't have to worry about that and that I'm making that every year, I made it.
Then you're set in your eyes.
Yeah. One of my buddies is an incredible director and an incredible producer. And we were just talking about this, and like, he's made it in a sense of success per capital. Like, he's financially made it. And we were talking about, he's like, bro, but here's the thing. You do what you want to do. You create what you want. And I was like, yeah, but I'm broke. Because like, my buddy, he was like, bro, like, I did so much shit. I only focused on making money that I made it for other people. He's like, but I didn't do anything for myself. He's like, I created no art for myself. He's like, yeah, you might be struggling financially or whatever, but he's like, but you're creating what you want to create. And like, that's how you're living. And I was like, yeah, but like,
I want the bread.
Yeah, I need some money, bro. Like, I'm broke or whatever. Like, I just had a kid. He's like, but at the end of the day, though, you're still doing what you love. And I was like, you know, you got a point.
I seen on your page, Kesco website, that you're autistic, right?
Yeah, I am.
At what age did you figure that out?
Like a year and a half ago.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that fucked up? Yeah, I knew that my whole life. Because it's like, all right, I have these learning issues with this, with that, whatever. I see things like this. I see things like this. I pick up that better. I pick up this better, whatever it may be.
How were you told? Like, what did a doctor like diagnose you, or like?
So you have to pay for these tests. I paid for some of them, and yeah, I'm like technically not diagnosed with autism, like technically, because I can't fucking afford to be. Like literally, I cannot afford to pay for the shit.
It's in the thousands.
Yeah. With the testing that I did do and with my therapy, it's obvious that I'm autistic. I just have like different problems, but also I have different strengths than other people. And I feel like one of them is my creativity. I feel like it heavily is because of the autism, to be honest. The space is for rent. Kesco is for rent.
A lot of amazing equipment.
It is a rental studio, production house, and art house. Clothing will be made very soon. I'm actually planning on starting some of it on Monday. We'll be selling other people's art, my art, and hosting art therapy classes as well. And one goal of mine is to be able to provide like a safe haven for artists and especially kids of autism. A clothing goal that's personal to me that I would love to do is to have like 5 or 6 kids come in every quarter of a year, create art. I photograph it, make clothings, like items of clothing out of all of that artwork, and then they get all the profit. Like their families get all the profit. So say like Mike does a hat, like his artwork ends up on the hat, and like Janelle's artwork ends up on the shirt. Then like
the proceeds will go.
Yeah, all of Janelle's shirt goes to, like, after overhead's paid, every bit of profit goes to Janelle and her family, you know.
That's
so
amazing.
It's like, that's something that I want Kesco to just be like known for, you know. It's like a little art house, production house, creative suite that also gives back and creates like really cool art, cool clothing, one of one things, limited edition things, collaborated pieces.
That's dope as hell.
You know, just like stuff that's like rare but cool and like caters to like what people want on their walls and on their skin, you know. But also helping out too, because like it's not just for me. If I was a kid and I got offered to go into some random dude's New York City studio and create art for free and paint whatever and like be able to like and feel like I'm in like a place where I could express myself in whatever way, and they'll be laughing, joking, whatever music playing, and I know what it's gonna become. And then they take it, that person takes it, they chop it up into some cool stuff, whatever, like, you know, makes a piece out of it, and then I get money from it. That would motivate me to do so much more off of my creativity. Like, I'm sure if I had that experience, I probably would have started this process and career path at like 16 or younger. And I started late. Like, I was in my 20s. And it's just like, that's a memory I would have never forgotten. So like, to me, I'm like, I would love to do that, because that could really change somebody's whole future. You know, like that could really transform everything. And also like where I was, like how depressed I was and everything growing up, it's like that would have made a difference.